Okay, so we're typing in temperature, humidity, the wind pressure, the wind speed, and the wind direction.
Excuse me.
Today. Okay, you're fine. Stella, just sit over there. It's fine. Okay, ladies, get your Chromebooks out. Go ahead and get it going.
Wait, where do I sit?
I don't know, one of the 4 that's available would be good. Why would it not make sense, even if it was an option? Why isn't it an option to just type in United States and find the weather?
Well, we need to say with Mozambique.
The weather's different, right? That's pretty simple.
But we do it with Mozambique.
That's not a country.
Well, yeah, but it takes the country's overall average.
What? No, it's a city in
I
South
know,
Africa.
but
So
it tells the country's high and low though. It tells the city.
The city, yeah, it's talking about Mozambique specifically. Brendan, you got your Chromebook?
Yes.
All right. You guys got to get over here and get going quicker. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. When you get done with that, okay, and when you get done with that, which you got about another 90 seconds, 2 minutes left here. When you're done using weather.com, I want you to go to Bible Gateway, okay, and then I want you to search the Bible verse that's up there on the board. Job 28, 24 through 28. It's over on my other board. Okay. Okay, we've talked about the atmosphere and how we've talked about moisture. Okay, today we're talking about the nature of weather. Okay, we're talking about the nature of it. So today you should be able to identify the basic factors. Okay, like what contributes to those weather. What are the factors? And so we'll talk through that. We're going to make sure you are able to identify that God's in control over the weather. Okay? And then we also want to describe different types of weather and how those affect people geographically and within the United States and or across the world. Okay? So everybody should be moving off of weather.com. Verses 24 through 28. If you didn't get those 4 factors in your journal, then we'll come back and you can do those at the end. We'll have a little bit of time. Okay? So, who's there? Who's got it pulled up? Brendan, can you read Job 28, 24 through 28 for us?
For he looks to the ends of the earth, and he sees under the whole heavens, to establish a weight for the wind, and a portion for the waters by measure, when he made a law for the rain, and path for the thunderbolts. Then he saw wisdom and declared it. He prepared it, indeed, he searched it out, and to man he said, Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding.
Good. Okay, so who's in charge of the weather?
God.
Right. Not this fictional creature named Mother Nature. Right? The God of the universe is in control of the weather. Even with our most skilled meteorologists, which a meteorologist is what? Predicts the weather. Good. Okay. What is it that they study? What's that called? Meteorology, which is what, Elena?
Science of studying.
Good. Okay, so we've got these skilled meteorologists that still can only predict about 7 to 10 days out, and even then, is it 100% accurate? No, right? We can't be 100% accurate predicting the weather. So weather and climate are some of the most intricate puzzles humans have tackled, and these puzzles continue to humble us despite our intelligence and technology. So no matter how smart we are, no matter what technological advances we have, we just can't predict what the weather's going to do. Okay? We're going to go through, so somebody tell me, what is weather? What do you think weather is? Tosin, what's weather?
Like certain winds and like the atmosphere.
So, say it again.
Like certain winds in the atmosphere.
Winds in the atmosphere. Okay. Sam, when you hear weather, what do you think of when you hear weather? If someone was an alien and had never heard that word, how would you said weather and they're like, huh? What would you tell them?
Like, kind of like whenever something comes from the earth,
Okay. How,
like
so
through the atmosphere.
from the atmosphere. Okay. What else? Like, what's a telltale sign of the weather?
If like it's gray outside, like if the clouds are.
Okay. When you check the weather in the morning, what are you looking for? Temperature, right? The hotness, coldness, right? I'm checking the weather because the weather affects me how? How's that going to affect me for my day? Clothes I might wear, right? It's going to affect if I'm going to wear shorts or if I'm going to wear a parka, right? Some of us don't know the difference. Some of us still show up in shorts when it's 20 degrees out. That's all right. Do you? Okay, Jeremy Tran? All right, but it affects us in our everyday lives, right? What's another way us in our daily lives? How else would that maybe, has that affected you personally or just affects us individually?
Like if it's storming really bad outside or snowing really bad, you can't
Couldn't leave your house. Good. How else could that affect some of us?
Like if you have like a sports game outside, it might get canceled.
Very good. If I'm playing baseball today, but it's raining and it's lightning, no baseball today, right?
If the road freezes over.
There you go. Can't drive when the roads are really bad. Good. That's going to affect how I get groceries or how I get to work, right? How I get to school. Brendan.
If we're going to go to school or not.
Yep. If we have school or not. So that affects all of us every day. Elena?
The electricity.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean by that? Unpack that.
Sometimes it comes out like in storms, it'll go out.
Good. So it can affect all of us every single day, right? Okay, here's what I want to do today. It's just a little bit different. Sometimes I feel like we just are in the monotony of reading out of the book as a whole class. So today I just want you to partner up. I'm going to let you choose if you can be under control. What you're going to do is you're going to partner up and read through 266 through 270. I'm okay if a couple of you end up with 3, but I want you to rotate. So not one person's doing all the work. Okay? There's 3 vocabulary words today. You need to get all 3 into your journal. So as you and your partner or partners go through it, make sure you're getting those into your journal. Okay? Because when we're done reading, you need to make sure those are in there. Here's the first thing before you go in there. Here's what I want you to do. I need you to think of, before you partner up, think of that compose the weather. What do you think are some factors that compose the weather? Jackson. The earth rotating, okay. So what would be something that would be controlled because of the earth's rotation? Okay, try to keep it a little bit more basic. What are some factors that when
The Earth's rotating, it's also rotating like if you see the sun and the moon.
okay, not what I'm looking for. Not like, I'm looking for like specifics, things that you can say that has an impact on the weather.
Oh, the water cycle.
Okay?
When you don't have sun, it's colder. The weather drops.
Eh.
It drops.
Jeremy?
The time of year.
Time of year, okay. How about the wind pressure? Does the wind pressure affect the weather?
Yeah.
Does the wind speed affect the weather? Good. What about the temperature? Does the temperature affect the weather? Right? So those are called factors. Notes like this. Weather factors. Okay? All of these contribute and compose the weather. Okay? So the temperature. composes the weather. Would you agree? Right? So when I asked you a second ago, how do you explain the weather to somebody, that probably is one of the first things you're going to explain to somebody. Well, the weather outside is hot. It's 50 degrees outside today. It's 95. Immediately when someone tells you it's 50 outside, you don't think beach and flip-flops. But when someone says it's 100 and it's crazy hot, you're thinking swimming pool. Okay, so these are the factors that affect it. Okay, and when you get those into your notes, does everybody have an idea who they're going to partner with? Okay, then when you get these 7 into your notes, okay, then I want you to partner. Again, if there's 2 of you, one reads a paragraph, the next reads the paragraph. If there's 3 of you, A, B, C, and just keep rotating. Does that make sense? Okay, let's make it happen. As soon as you get these done, partner up with people, make sure our masks are on. Yes, ma'am. 266 to 270. Okay, 266 to 270. Those customs. We are. Jeez, this is what? Doggy, those are nice. Yes. You guys can break up in 2. That's all right. You can partner with them. We don't need to work together. But you do read sometimes, Stella. So it would be okay to you read in front of the class. So why can you not read with the partner this time? If you don't want to, that's fine. But you're making it as if you never read. You do read. Sometimes you raise your hand to read in front of the whole class. So partnering up would be fine. But let's figure out who we're partnering with. Let's go. Let's get with your partner. Let's get it moving. Reese, who are you going with? Let's figure it out, girls. I'll go ahead and pair you up. Okay, you're with Bailey, you're with Bella. Okay, here we go. You 2 go together. You guys got partners?
Yes.
Making this harder than it needs to be. Let's get together.
Yes.
Who are you going with, Jackson? James, you coming up here? Jeremy, who are you going with? Christian. Okay. You 3? Okay. Okay. James and Tristan, you're not going to be able to read in your books without a book open. Hey guys, let me tell you, this is why I'm not going to do partner reading, because we can't get into it and we don't do it with any purpose. Let's get moving, get a book out. How can you read your book if you don't have it open? You can't. How about you go over here? Okay, let's you get to read. Let's go. Get to reading with your partner. Here we go. You guys should probably be somewhat close together. For the 3rd time, it's on 266.
I'll start. We'll just go like this. First paragraph. When did you last comment on the weather? Ask the question. Whether it would rain or snow, or if it would be a sunny day. Let's talk about weather all the time. Exactly what is weather?
Weather is a condition in the atmosphere that affects
What depends on theories
Yeah, you're the oldest, and Josh is like me.
about
So it's not like
describe
it's
one time whether
When's it gonna?
Why is it so slow? Type of cloud cover, air temperature, so that's why
I'm so sorry. So just a bit slow. Remember in like second grade?
Why is it one of you three reading? Huh?
Oh yeah.
In science class, we use Casey.
But you just do it as you go.
And most of the teachers would just come to you.
I just pulled out
Whenever we have lost it,
where's the one for me? It's your turn. I like
Why don't you just have to work? You're trying to read first and telling me you can't read, or that you're not going to read. That doesn't make sense. Okay, but you have a book, and it's just as easy for you to see the book as it is to. But I have.
I remember in third grade,
You're not helping yourself much.
I remember in third grade, we took
To fix this problem. You're just not. Okay, but I think you need to ask those things, okay? Because you're just sitting over here not getting me.
Okay.
She's reading words to you.
An accurate description of the weather includes humidity and amount of precipitation.
Here we go, let's keep it moving.
Type of cloud carrier, air temperature, air pressure, wind speed, and direction. We're going to learn about humidity and precipitation. Different types of clouds are associated with different types of weather. For example, cumulus clouds or white puffy clouds that form on warm summer days. They can grow into much larger
I'm just so smart about whole back. Yeah,
Which brings
so we're on air pressure. That is interesting.
temperature between Celsius and air.
Were you reading too?
No, once you guys have finished reading with your partners and you've got the book reading, then go back to your desk. Go back to your desks once you're done. Not yet. You're not doing the thing back yet.
21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit is considered warm. On days that is extreme, 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees
Push up to you.
Fahrenheit is considered
the air made me nucleus. It has weight and texture and pressure on things. It touches air pressure is pressure of air in an object. It's touching and high pressure and air weight. Air seasons. Air pressure. Air wind blows in which direction. Also
example, whether or not you place the demonstrate the same like type of like house people around the world live in, and the way they dress to grow food and play sports depends on the weather.
Sometimes people are medicine men
Yo, listen, I said it 3 times. No, you're waiting on me for the think back. You're waiting on me for the think back. You're waiting on me for the think back, okay? Finish reading, finish your vocab, get back to your desks. Stella, you sitting here?
This was wrong.
Okay, everybody go back to your desks. Everybody go back to your desks, spread them back out, and get back to back to your desks. 10, 9, 7,
Guess we don't you need
6, 5,
Yes, you do, Jack.
4, 3, 2.
No sitting.
Okay,
Dead.
we probably won't do partners again if we can't get started and get it done quicker than that. Okay, I got some of you sitting together for 7 or 8 minutes, and by the time I come around, you're still on the first page. Use your time wisely, ladies and gentlemen. It was only 3 pages, and it was only not three full pages. It was just 3 pages, and there was only 3 vocab words. Okay, if you didn't get that done, you're going to be doing it on your own then. Okay, I got a couple videos here we're going to watch. I want you to write down.
Okay, we gotta move. Wall clouds for me.
Cumulus.
Make sure you get these in there. We're going to do some.
Yeah. Is there some cumulus up there? Cumulus means heap, like a pile in Latin. Columning building. Indicating that there's going to be some precipitation. But as a weather stratus or another cloud. Now let's take a look at cirrus clouds.
Cirrus clouds.
Cirrus clouds, they're just wispy and pretty. They're a high level cloud, so they're often described as wispy. So, that's something.
Okay, let's talk about James. What'd you write down?
Cumulus, stratus, and cirrus.
Yep, cumulus, stratus, and cirrus. So hopefully you didn't just write those three down because that wouldn't tell us what each one of those has. So what are some characteristics about the cumulus?
It's like, fluffy, not fluffy, fluffy, and it has like a flat bottom, and, that's,
What'd you put, Brendan?
I put poofy.
Okay, poofy. She didn't say poofy, but okay. Jackson.
Clouds that build up and then there's like condensation.
Okay. What kind of weather? What kind of weather are you going to find a cumulus cloud? Not rain. Elena. Picnic weather, which would be what?
Like sunny.
Warm and sunny, right? You don't want to go to a picnic when it's raining and cold. She said they were like Simpsons clouds. If you've ever seen any of the Simpsons or even just the beginning trailer of it, it shows all the clouds, and so they look like cumulus clouds. White puff characteristics. Those are descriptions. Okay, warm and sunny weather. Stratus.
Like a blanket over the sky.
Good. Blocks the sun like a blanket. Good. What about down about it? Good. Okay, so what kind of weather? Jeremy.
Like misty, like maybe like no rain, but it's like cloudy and
May bring some rain. Yeah, cloudy, kind of gloomy. And the last one was cirrus that she spoke about, the three main types. Cirrus, she used a pretty descriptive word for that. What'd you put down? See, Isabel. Sam, did you put down anything for cirrus, description-wise?
like it means a change in weather.
Change in weather, okay. Elena. Wispy. Is it on the floor? It was over there. Do you have a key fob?
Yes.
Would you be able to
Yeah, I can.
lock her over there? Bella, you can stay. Thank you so much. Jackson.
And they're really high in the sky.
High in the sky. Other clouds. Okay, so in those notes, I wanted you to put that because tomorrow we're going to do a little. We have those so you can go back to it tomorrow. So we're going to skip that today. Okay, make sure you got temperature in there. It's the degree of warmth or coolness. And air pressure, okay? High air pressure is when the air sinks. Low air pressure is when air rises. Right? So how does that factor? Jeremy.
When the air sinks, it becomes warmer, and when the air rises, it's like more snowy.
Good. So what does that create?
Like condensation.
Okay. How about wind? Does air pressure create wind? Yeah, like it creates different kinds of winds, which affects the weather, right? Okay. Let me see. Okay. I want you guys to do two things. One, the think back is not the think back in the book. I wasn't crazy about those ones, so I've got 3 additional questions on think back. Should not take you very long at all. Then I want you in your book, okay, when you get done with the think back, I want you to search on Bible Gateway. That's part of actually I think that's part of the think back. Sorry. Yeah. In your think back. So you can use your Bible Gateway, or if you have something saved in your mind, that's okay too. But I want you to find 2 references where it talks about how God's in control, where the and how we know from those verses that God is in control. Okay? For your reference, you don't have to give me the entire verse. I just want you to give me the reference, and then I can go check it out. Okay, so let's get started on those thinkbacks. When you're done, you know what to do. Just submit it, turn it in. Okay, so you got about 3 or 4 more minutes here to finish that up. Okay, when you go through those thinkbacks, those are due tomorrow, as you know. So I'll make sure and grade those tomorrow. I'm up to date on grading the rest of them. So if you're looking at your grades over the next day or two, go back and look to see if you've been graded on. Okay, I take that back. I think I still need to grade 7-2 for this group. So, but everything else is up to date. So if you're in there and you got zeros, talk to me about it. Okay, don't talk to your parents. Come talk to me. Then me and you can work out a plan. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of parent emails. What's going on with my kid's grade? You need to be responsible, and you need to come talk to me about that. Okay, I got no problems talking with mom and dad, but you need to come let me know. Hey, coach, I saw that I have a 0. What happened, or what can I do? Okay, because that should be important to you as much as it is to me or mom and dad. Okay, got a couple minutes here to knock it out. Remember, if you don't finish, you need to save it onto something so you don't lose your progress.